Hello everybody and welcome to the Outside the Ring Show. I'm your host, the man behind the camera, because tonight, the one and the only pick is at a sleepover, so I thought it would be fun to, give my 2 cents in, get a review in. I watched this a couple days ago. I know it's a very odd pay-per-view to start out with. Armageddon 2005. We're going back in the time machine, folks. Closer to 5 years ago. Actually 6 years ago, I think. It was around Christmas time. 6 years ago. Pretty impactful pay-per-view here. Some matches on this card were pretty lackluster, but for the most part, this was a solid show from SmackDown. At the time, it was just a SmackDown pay-per-view and a Raw pay-per-view, and they would have the big four together. I liked that separation in talent a little bit better. Now we have this crap with the Super Show, and it's getting a little old already. But enough with the background and me ranting about the separation of talent. Let's get right into this show. We have the first match. Matt Hardy versus John Bradshaw Layfield. I didn't like how the match started out, because then you could kind of plan what's going to happen. Matt Hardy gets stuck in the ropes. His neck gets twisted up in the ropes. JBL obviously goes on the attack here. Matt Hardy gets a little bit of offense in. And it ends up in an abrupt finish. JBL got a clothesline from hell out of really nowhere. I don't know what move he set up Hardy with, but it was a setup and then a clothesline from hell. Very interesting way to end this match. Very abrupt match. Abrupt match ending. And I didn't really particularly enjoy this as the opener, so I gave it a 2 stars. Next match, the Mexicools versus Eminem. This should have been the opener, in my opinion. It was a solid tag match. You had some nice tag team work. Molina looked nice on the outside. The Mexicools had some high spots. Eminem had some high spots. Eminem had some nice tag team work. Kind of a weird ending to this one. I mean, one of the Mexicools, I think it might have been super crazy, got stuck in the ring with Eminem, and Eminem got the snapshot. But overall, a really solid tag match. I gave this one a 3 and 1/4 star. Match number 3. Boy, oh boy, when you see Chris Benoit and a mid-card to main eventer in a match, it's going to be good. Do you guys remember the best of 7 series between Booker T and Chris Benoit? How Sharmell kept interfering every single match? Well, Sharmell interfered 3 times in this match, and those are the 3 points where I thought Booker T was just going to win. But Benoit kept fighting. Good back and forth from these guys. Benoit, Germans, belly to backs, Booker T with his patented kicks. Just a great match. We saw that flying headbutt. We saw the 3 amigos. I mean, just a heck of a lot of action going on between these two guys. I gave this match a 3 and 3/4. Really good match. Benoit wins on the crossface. Really another abrupt ending to a match. Next, we got the handicap match. Won't talk too long about this one. William Regal and Paul Burchill versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's on his road. He was undefeated on SmackDown. His road to being elite, which he never really got to accomplish that. I think he was ECW champ at one time, but that's it. That's about it. I gave this match 2 stars. They had a nice high spot from Paul Burchill. Bobby Lashley won on the Dominator. That's all I'm going to say. 2 stars for this one. Next match, we have WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. Whoa. First, I have to talk about this vignette or interview with Tim White. This was terrible. I know you're trying to set up the Hell in a Cell, but this was horrible. They had a whole stream of WWE.com where Tim White was trying to kill himself. And some of them were entertaining. This wasn't. The crowd wasn't into this match, unfortunately, because of that. Juventud and Kid Kash put on a solid show. Kid Kash worked the heel role very well because he provided that kind of boring ground and pound type style. Juventud had some high spots, but that's about it for this match. I can't say a lot about it. The fans weren't into it. What can you do? This match, I have to go back and watch. I really don't know how it ended, and I'm sorry. I'll put that down in the description box, all the results. But the crowd was dead. I wasn't really into this match, but I cannot take it away. These guys had a nice, solid match. Next two matches, I do know who won. I know how they won, too. Big Show and Kane versus Batista and Mysterio. You could say the wrong guys went over here on a SmackDown brand pay-per-view. I mean, you could have easily had Batista and Ray win and then Big Show and Kane take out Mysterio on a surprise at one of the SmackDown events. But really, this match felt rushed. And that had a large part to do with the filler match, the handicap match with Paul Burchill, William Regal versus Bobby Lashley. Match felt rushed. But again, pretty solid tag match. I'm not going to take away from it that much because it did felt rushed because you needed to get enough time for the Hell in a Cell match. Yeah, champions versus champions, you could have done a lot more. You could have cut that filler match, gave this a lot more time, cut that Timmy White vignette, whatever it was, and give this enough time to put on a 3-star to even 3.5-star match. I mean, I'm predicting stuff, but I only gave this a 3 3/4. Big Show and Kane won abruptly. Batista took out Big Show on the outside. Kane got Mysterio. Chokeslam 1, 2, 3. Kane and Big Show get out of there unscathed, and the rivalry with SmackDown and Raw continued. So I gave that 2 3/4. Then the main event, the Hell in a Cell match. They were building up to it all night with nice Undertaker Hell in a Cell moments. This feud was building up for months. Randy Orton had his time to shine. Undertaker had his. The big return at Survivor Series. This was a heck of a Hell in a Cell match. It started out a little slow for me. He had Undertaker get about 8 to 10 minutes of beatdown on Orton. Then Orton came back with roughly the same amount of time. I didn't time the match necessarily or time the advantage, but Randy Orton and Undertaker got long stretches of advantages in the beginning. They used the Hell in a Cell really well in this match. Bob Orton's use in this match was good. I'll get to the ending a little bit later. I want to talk about how this match was really a solid match. I mean, Undertaker and Orton used the props well. They used a steel chair, a chain. Randy Orton on a nice high spot with a table. I mean, he couldn't jump really high. Gotta give the kid credit for trying. Randy Orton was a kid back then. I'm sorry, folks. He kind of dived and pretty much missed that splash on the Undertaker. Didn't miss it, but didn't get the full impact because obviously you're in a Hell in a Cell. Good use of the chain here. Good use of the cell around. A lot of cell spots in this match. Then we get to the ending. I guess the referee got bloodied up and they unlocked the door, and you knew Bob Orton was going to come in, try to interfere. Undertaker made Bob Orton and Randy Orton look really weak here, but I guess you have to do it because Randy Orton set the casket on fire, drove him to the back of the SmackDown stage, so they had to have Undertaker get his little revenge, and this actually stemmed all the way back to WrestleMania. They had their match then, they had their match at SummerSlam, now obviously here in the Hell in a Cell match. Really solid match. Didn't quite like the ending, but you get it. It was a good match. 4 1/4 to round out the pay-per-view. I give this pay-per-view a 6 out of 10. I know we're going back on the time machine a little bit. But, I mean, it was a solid show. I mean, nothing remarkable here, but a couple good points. The Mexicools and M&M, Booker T and Benoit, and then the Hell in a Cell match, the 3 best matches of the night. That'll do it for my night. Here on the Outside the Ring show, I am your host tonight, but the one, the only pick should be back tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do another pay-per-view review tomorrow or not. That'll be it for us. Or for me, I should say. Sorry I had to look at Batista's face. The whole, 10 minutes, 52 seconds. I'm playing the role of the man behind the camera, so I have to be behind the camera. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe up above. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, whatever. I know Batista's face is gets a little old after a while, I'm sorry. But if you stuck through this video, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure tonight bringing you Armageddon 2005, 6 out of 10 pay-per-view. I am the one, the only, the man behind the camera from the Outside the Ring show. Good night, everybody.